Alright, hello everybody, welcome back. I know I just put another video out a couple days ago with my predictions, but a lot has happened since. So, anyways, this is the updated bracket by Jerry Palm, and it's looking for the most part pretty similar. But there are some changes, and we're gonna look at them. So, Gonzaga and Norfolk State, same result. Murray State and Wyoming. I'm gonna stick with Murray State. I like that team a lot. I disagree with them at an 8th seed. I mean, they've clinched their ticket already. I don't know how they can give them an 8th seed. I saw this same matchup last time, but after Alabama's loss to A&M and then again to LSU, you can no longer. I've lost my faith in them, even against a team like North Texas. A 5 seed's ridiculous. They should be closer to 9 or 10, I think. I mean, you can't take those 2 losses and expect anything, really. Arkansas and South Dakota State. I liked South Dakota State last time, and Arkansas took that bad loss to Tennessee. I'm going with the upset in this one. South Dakota State has been dominant throughout the year, and Arkansas has not shown me the same. So, yeah. Ooh, this one is interesting. Colorado State hopped into the top 25 this week, and Loyola Chicago clinched their ticket. I think Loyola Chicago deserves a little more respect than the 11th seed. But in this matchup, I think I'm going to go with the upset again. Loyola Chicago just pretty much breezed through up until that Drake game. They breezed through the Missouri Valley Conference. And I like that Colorado State team a lot, but Loyola Chicago knows what it's like to make a run, and I think they'll do it again. Wisconsin and LBSU. There's not much to say about that, even though they just took that loss to Nebraska, so you never know. Davidson and Seton Hall, another upset. Davidson has been good. They've been strong. A lot of it depends on the A10 tournament, but no matter what happens there, they will be in the tournament. If all they can really get from the A10 tournament is a little boost, and that would be great for them, but they're just fine where they are. Duke and Longwood. Longwood has clinched their first ever tournament, but they're not gonna beat Duke. Duke will prevail. Baylor, pretty obvious. I don't know that much about either of these teams this year. So this is not my most logical decision, but I'm just gonna go Michigan State. And Rutgers or SMU. Either Rutgers or SMU, neither of them are gonna take down St. Mary's. UCLA. Again, not much to say there. I'm gonna go with the upset here. UNC with their win over Duke. They can get by USC. Nova in Vermont. I like Nova to the round of 32. Jacksonville and Kentucky. Yeah, go with Jacksonville all you would like, but Kentucky will win that game, just unless something pretty crazy happens. Auburn. Well, actually, I will say, you can't forget Oral Roberts won last year. I won't count Jacksonville out of that game, but it's not likely. Auburn. TCU and Marquette. I like this Marquette team. Iona and LSU. I like Iona, and I think I picked them last time. But LSU, their win over Alabama, I did just diss Alabama a lot. So I don't know if I can call that an impressive win anymore. But I'm still going to go with LSU. Providence and Chattanooga. Providence. San Francisco and Houston. Houston. Oh. I don't know why I have Providence written there. Hold on, let me just... Alright, sorry about that. If you've noticed that, let me know. That is Princeton, not Providence. And either way, Illinois is gonna beat them. So... Illinois. Iowa and Xavier. I'm going Iowa in this game. Kansas and Montana State. Kansas. Last week champion. I'm not sure if I'm going to change that. Georgia State's not going to convince me to change that. Boise State. UConn and Michigan State / BYU. Or Michigan State. I'm actually gonna go with I like Michigan and BYU. Michigan's been inconsistent. Both teams have been kind of inconsistent actually, but I'm gonna call that one an upset. Toledo and Texas Tech. Texas Tech will win that game. Memphis and Texas. Now, I don't know too much about Memphis this year. I think I gotta say Texas in that one. And Tennessee and Towson. Tennessee. Miami, Florida. Iowa State. I said last week I'm not a big fan of Iowa State. I do, however, like Miami, Florida. One of the top teams in a weak ACC this year. I'm going with it. Purdue and Colgate. I like this Purdue team a lot. Purdue. Alright. Now, second round, Gonzaga, Murray State. Wow, Murray State win definitely crosses my mind because I like that team a lot. And I think they should be a higher seed. I think I'm going to go with the upset. You know, that one, again, not a lot to defend myself there. We're going to have a crazy matchup with them against South Dakota State in the Sweet 16. I think both Murray State and South Dakota State, coming from small conferences, but yet playing so well, I think that gives them a lot. And I think both teams can go all the way to the Sweet 16. Loyola Chicago and Wisconsin. Davidson and Duke. I like Davidson a lot, but not enough to beat Duke. Baylor will prevail. St. Mary's and UCLA. UNC and Nova. It's March. I think UNC 11 seed is again pretty ridiculous. They're in the top 25 for crying out loud. And I think I'm going with what the bracket says, and I think UNC is stronger than Nova. Nova did just beat Providence, but it's March. Anything can happen. Kentucky will win. Auburn and Marquette. Sorry, Marquette. Providence and LSU. I like Providence a lot. Houston and Illinois. Kansas and Iowa. Kansas. Oh. Arizona and Boise State. Michigan and BYU. Wow. I'd love to send them on. Too many upsets. I think both those teams could do it, but I'm not gonna predict it. Tennessee will win there. I think I spelled that wrong. And then Purdue. So now we're on to a Sweet 16, a pretty crazy one. And kicking off the Elite Eight, we got Murray State. South Dakota State's great, but I think Murray State's just a little better. Duke and Wisconsin. Duke, despite their loss to UNC, has been too dominant this year. And Wisconsin just took an even worse loss to Nebraska. So if you're going to use that as your excuse, it's not valid. Baylor and UCLA. Baylor. Baylor to send back. Baylor's the defending champions. And UCLA is not going to be the team to stop them. UNC and Kentucky. I'm gonna go Kentucky. Auburn and Providence. I said last week I like Providence a lot. The only reason I knocked them out was in the Elite Eight against Arizona, who I picked going all the way, obviously. Providence will, I think, be an Elite Eight team in this scenario. Kansas and Illinois. Kansas. Arizona over Texas Tech. Purdue and Tennessee. I like both these teams a lot. Tennessee just had that big game against Arkansas, but they started to blow it late, I think. So that's gonna have me go Purdue. So last week I complained about not enough upsets, and this week that's not the case because I like Murray State in the Elite Eight. I love this Murray State team. I think an 8 seed's crazy. I don't know if it'll be a Final Four run, but it's March, and I think it can be a Final Four run because they're just that good. Baylor and Kentucky. I'm gonna go with Baylor in that one. Providence and Kansas. I like Providence in the... I said Arizona last week. I will say them to the Final Four again this week. And now for the finals. Murray State get a nice run, but Providence ends that run. They could go to the finals, but I don't see it happening. I do see a Providence run, though, as a possibility. And then over here, it's the defending champs versus my team I picked last week. And I still like Arizona in there, and then going all the way. So that is my updated brackets. So yeah, I will give another one when some of the conference tournaments are done. But that's how it's looking right now. So thank you for watching, and like and subscribe, comment down below what you think your opinions are.